Hi everyone and welcome to the RTA Stock Analysis YouTube channel. So tonight we'll look at Activision Blizzard and its technical analysis. So the first thing that you can see on the graph are the circles that I've drawn. The reason for that is that I wanted to show you how to interpret the Bollinger Bands as strong entry and exit points for your trading strategies. So we're going to look at that, and we're also going to look at the double top pattern that you can see right here that happened in this past month. Alright, so let's get started with the Bollinger Bands. So as you can see, the Bollinger Bands on ATVI can be used as strong support and resistance level. And they're really relevant. If you zoom out or if you look at monthly units, you really see that this is relevant for the past month and actually for the past years. So basically, how I use Bollinger Bands is relatively easy. I use them as my entry and my exit points, because it's really clear that whenever the stocks have been closing by or touching their lowest lows by the lower Bollinger Bands, if that makes sense, you've seen a strong bounce in stock prices the next few weeks. This applies here. It also applied here and here again. So for me, whenever we're closing down on the lower Bollinger Bands, it's a nice indicator of when to buy and invest on ATVI. And the same applies also for the upper Bollinger Bands. If you look right here, it's pretty clear that we've been closing right down the upper Bollinger Bands, and the same thing applied. We've seen this strong decline in stock prices over the next few weeks, and it happened here, it happened here, here as well, and if you zoom out, it's really clear. So anyway, that's how I use Bollinger Bands. I'm not saying it's the perfect strategy, but it's been working out, and this scenario has been quite consistent over on the long term actually. So alright, anyway, so let's look at the double top now. So as you can see, we've hit a new well, after the positive financial results, and this strong increase in stock prices, we've been right through the first resistance at 14.01 up to the new one at 15.01, which is our new level. And actually, if you look at the Bollinger Bands, it's quite near the 15.01 level. And once again, we've been closing by the Bollinger Bands, and what happened next? We've seen a strong decline in stock prices, and this was our new entry point right there on the 19th of March. And as you can see there, we have seen a strong increase in stock prices, although we had a little pullback right here. We've made it all the way through the upper Bollinger Bands, and as you can see on the 10th of April, we had a high at 15.02, which is right by our resistance in our upper Bollinger Band. We've touched that and we've bounced back, and now we've seen a strong decline. Well, not a strong decline, but we've seen minus approximately minus 1.5% over the past 2 days, which would suggest that we're on the verge of decline and going all the way down to the support level of 14.01, which is quite near our lower Bollinger Bands right there. And I mean, if you look at the indicators, we've got the 20 period average, that is going down, and the 50 period moving average is chasing this 20 period average. So it's suggesting that we might be going down on the decline trend for the next few days. Sorry. And if you look at the other indicators, the stochastics, we had this strong correlation, quite symmetrical with what we had with the stock prices. And now we're looking at a decline in stochastic and decline in RSI, momentum as well, and the CCI also right there. So, you know, for me on the short term, we are looking at a decline in stock prices for ATVI. But now, you know, if you look at the monthly figures, I mean, it's quite relevant that, you know, on the mid-term and long-term, we're still in an uptrend. So, alright, that's it for ATVI. Stay tuned for more videos on my YouTube channel.